Hey guys, it's me, Rusty Shackelford, with this week's Effed Up Date. Welcome back to the show. Thanks for watching. I am joined by my extra special guest here, Gandalf the Grey. How you doing there, buddy? We were talking about roleplay last week with our special guests from Feral Attraction, and that got me all horny. Anyway, Gandalf gets it. I decided to get a little dressed up for the occasion, get my D20. There can only be one Rusty. Well, we're running up and down and all around looking for that D20. Oh, thanks. That's so refreshing. Feral Attraction came on, which was tons of fun. Plus, we got to do still frame animations again. That was fun. With art by our in-house artist, Underbite Dragon. So that was our second video featuring the podcasters from Feral Attraction. That's Metrico Oni and Vero the Science Collie. The first one was how you perceive porn in the furry fandom, which is nominated for an Ursa Major alongside 17 misconceptions about furries and the furry fandom. So make sure to head to ursamajораwards.com and vote for one of those. I have a feeling that 17 misconceptions is probably going to get more votes, so we should concentrate all of our votes in there, and that way we won't be competing with ourselves. But vote for whoever you want. I'm not your boss. Speaking of graphics, firstly, we're going to get a little bit better at that and maybe introduce some more crazy graphics moving forward. Plus, next week, we're going to talk about Redwall. Spoilers. It's our 47th episode. We're very close to nearing 50 whole episodes of Culturally Effed, which is pretty cool. So, we got some new graphics in the works. We're going to work on a new Effed Up Date logo and a new comment response logo. As well, we're also going to be working on a brand new opening title for Culturally Effed. We're going to keep the original theme song, maybe update it with some more instruments, but brand new animation. It's going to be spectacular. A great way to celebrate 50 entire episodes. But we need your help. Do you want your artwork to be featured in the opening title of Culturally Effed and every Culturally Effed episode moving forward? Let us know in the comments. Hit us up on Twitter or send us an email, culturally.effed@gmail.com, because we are looking for art assets that we are allowed to use, produced by furries here in the furry fandom today. Maybe not this specific day, but contemporary furry art at any rate. What do you think, Gandalf? Gandalf isn't much of an artist. We do not want to rely on Gandalf, so if you want to show off some of your furry art, hit us up, let us know. We'll be tweeting about it a whole bunch, because we want to include some top-notch graphics moving forward. The more art we get, the more furry art we get, the better it's going to be. So there is a time limit on this. We only have a few weeks to put this together. Submit your artwork or your FA page or your Weasel page or whatever your art is hosted on by at least the end of April 2017. We will let you know which specific art pieces we will be using and by whom and where and how often you might get to see it, if it's going to be every episode or maybe we're just going to keep the assets and introduce them elsewhere and in the background or whatever. Now we move onwards to comment responses. You guys sure asked us a lot of questions. Yeah! Ha! You. Kit Jaspering had this comment on people have this much trouble with consent, and it's a sad truth that many do. Consent is not really covered in a lot of sex ed classes, so unfortunately it's up to us as a community to make sure our young ones are educated and they grow up to be really respectable furries. Where Dragon had this about furries versus yiffers. I don't know. I'm a little torn on the furry v yiffer thing. I think they're too interconnected to really separate. Unfortunately, I guess by the perspectives of some. So anyway, I don't think there's that much difference between yiffers and furries. I don't really hear the word yiffer used very often. I think we should really work to change the meaning of the word yiff to mean just more of like a curse word, like oh yiff off, go yiff yourself. That would be fun. Something I want to try to do a little more on the channel. It really deflates the word, too. People who are here for the sexy stuff, they're also here for the regular stuff, too. I don't think there's much need to differentiate the two. Also, shout out to Varjo Kani, who left a whole bunch of cute comments. And yes, If you can get past my mighty sword, I'll totally give you a hug. Wah. Take that, Gandalf! Zozo Gogo on an older video asked about an After Dark episode on the legality of furry porn, which is really interesting. Generally speaking, I think RK already commented on back at this, but there's nothing illegal about furry porn. I mean, it gets a little more gray when you're looking at stuff like anything featuring cubs or feral animals. That stuff's a little more gray area and will vary from country to country or even state to state. So check your local laws, because now the US government can check your search history. Underbite is shaken to the core with all of the love outpouring from the comment section of the art video. So thanks guys so much on behalf of Underbite. He is freaked out by it. Underbite, I'm feeling a little parched. Could you top me up here? Ah, perfect. Just what I need. Ah, yeah. That gets the joints going. Yeah, thanks, Underbite. Extra special thanks to Gandalf for joining us today on Culturally Apt. I know he's not very furry, but his beard will have to suffice. It's good luck to stroke his beard. Good night, guys. We'll see you next week with an episode all about Redwall. Then I'll be back in 2 weeks for another Culturally Apt update. Then another episode, hopefully for Guardians of the Galaxy, which is coming out in May. Just can't stop stroking his beard. This is a weird roleplay session, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. Let me know down in the comments who your favorite class of roleplay character to play. And if we do another episode on like regular roleplay, what should we talk about? Let us know. And if there are some good comments this time, I will definitely mention them in the next Effed Update. I have been your host, Rusty Shacklefur, the horniest rabbit today. Thanks for watching.